fasting or something like that. Thank you for the $5. Total hours a day spent outside of your house. No joke, within the past 24 hours, 3 minutes. I'll be real. I haven't had a conversation with anyone outside of my family since my trip to South Africa, something like that. Is what it is. Probably since that. Obviously the interviews and stuff, but in person, I haven't had a conversation with anyone outside of my family since last year, like literally a year ago. Been a year. I've said thanks, boss, to an Uber Eats delivery driver once a week since then, probably. That's honestly true. That's honestly true. Whole year? Yeah, no way that's true. No, it genuinely is true. When did you last get laid? South Africa last year. That's it. That is just that's my life. How can you just admit that? Because I don't know. I don't mind. Yeah, I mean, that's just how I am. Thank you for the $2. Jones gonna skip Aspinall Dana. Come on, skip. I'm looking to be alive, skip. You'd get turned on like that guy who rolled with Tim Welch. True, he did. That guy was really enjoying it. Darren said, anyone, any weight to replace Tommy. Let's go. Does 255 work, Darren? Go become GFL champ. Video. I don't know what that is. Thank you for the $5, man. Yuri impression. I'm bringing the storm. And that's it. You're done. You're going to get tuned, put down bad, and that's it. It's over. I like your accent, bro. Thank you. Thank you for the $2. What is the best superfood? Salmon, avocado. I have salmon like every day. I don't know what the best superfood is. The best superfood is cheese, I think. You guys should take my advice on diets and stuff like this. You know what I mean? I think cheese is the best superfood. It's great. Honestly, it's so good for you. Just cheese on everything is always the best thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for got a problem, and I'm going to hire someone to help me at some point, I think. I've got a big problem in my life. Everyone, I have a house that needs to be maintained. Like someone needs to handle the grounds like that. And, well, I'm not talking, well, let me not put it that way. But my house needs to be maintained, and people keep coming over, and they operate at 9 a.m. Like, I'll be there at 9 a.m. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, can you do any later? Yeah, I guess we could do 10 a.m. And I'm like, dude, I've been up until 10 a.m. streaming the fights. You know what I mean? So it kind of just throws me off every week. It was really, every week it throws me off. It's all good, though. Have you heard about Fiziev versus Gamrot 2 open from a previous matchup I was looking to? You're a black belt at not getting lonely. I don't get lonely, dude. I'm going to say something that is absolutely insane. This is the most insane sounding statement I will ever say. I get asked this so much, and I hold back answering in this way because it makes me sound like a fucking schizo serial killer. What? Well, how do you do it? How do you not talk to anyone? How do you not interact with anyone throughout the year? And this is the craziest thing to say. I already have company. Okay. It's a wild time up here in my head, you guys, when the stream goes off. Yeah, it is what it is, man. I already have too much company, and I feel like it's it's just the most insane thing to say, but that's how I feel. It is what it is, man. I'll be okay. People forget, man. Gary's a lonely person. No, I'm in a good mood. I'm doing well. I'm on my diet. I'm hitting the gymothy. We're doing good. One day an Uber guy's going to recognize you. No chance. I go out with a balaclava. I could. Against all those gramps. Do you think the likes of Islam, Umar, and Usman lose? It dulls the sport because they don't take as much risk as all other fighters. Yeah, it's not like they step up and save the day. I know what you mean. Yeah, one of them will lose eventually, right? But, I mean, Makhachev has already been slept. You guys are acting like he's unbeatable and He's been dropped. He's been slept. He's barely won decisions. Like, it's not like he's this immune super soldier. But I do think he beats Arman now. You'd get turned on. I like Makhachev, man. I think Makhachev puts on fun fights every time these days. Don't you guys think? It's either a one-way finish from Makhachev or it's a fun fight. You'd get turned on. I've already read that. There is a way. I don't really speak to anyone. Jones going to skip. Why in your video did you give another? Weird how Khabib is higher on the GOAT list, but Islam beats him in the fight. Khabib is more dominant, but Islam survives it and beats him on the feet. Yeah, I get what you mean. Thank you for the $5. I think Islam Makhachev would beat Khabib in a fight. I think Makhachev has problems if guys Khabib dominates a bit easier, but I think Makhachev would dominate people that Khabib took. Like, yes or no, chat? If Islam Makhachev fights that version of Ali Quinta, he finishes him in about 2 rounds. What do you think? I reckon so. It's just Khabib has his way of finishing, and if it works, he dominates. But if it doesn't, he can make it look ugly and not a great one. Whereas Makhachev has options to finish. He would destroy that version of Ali Quinta within 2 rounds. He would finish Michael Johnson the second he got him down to the ground. He wouldn't be taking him to the 3rd round. You know what I mean? He would finish Edson Barboza within a round. You know? But obviously, like, the actual really good guys can test him in a way that Khabib wasn't tested as much, if you know what I'm saying. David Attenborough, Michael Johnson versus Dober. You really love seeing him do that, huh? Have you no shame? Thank you for the $2. Frostpunk 2 is good as fuck. I may play Frostpunk 2. I may play it. You're not yoked, bro. I got capped delts and I don't train. I'm yoked. Come on, bro. Don't take fitness advice from this dude. All right. I know you ain't talking fitness. You guys are probably fat little frail retards anyway, man. Let's just keep it real. The whole chat is fucking yoked. That's what you'd have me believe. You know, I can see your profile pictures when you DM me and say how much you love me. You know, I can see that, right, you guys? No, I'm joking. Guru, play Marvel Rivals. No, I'm good, man. I'm over the age of 12. You know me. You know I'm here waiting for you. I'm just a crosshair. Chat, should I shave the beard and keep the mustache? Don't you think it would look funny, chat, for this hair of this style of going like that to also match the mustache? So there's like a mustache of a mustache and then a mustache kind of hairline type thing. Then you think that would look kind of funny? You know, like this. And then this below as well, like 2 sets of tashes. Because I got it all the way down to here. You know? The tash goes deep. Right to the jaw. Dreaming that Islam, Umar, and Usman lose and Khabib uses Dagestani clip. Widen those clavicles. I have white clavicles. Look at my picture of DDP. Stop getting on to me about my clavicles. Gosh darn it. Guru, real talk, why don't you train? You obviously love the sport, and other than your BJJ takes, you do understand it pretty well. Because listen, man, I know how it will work. I'm not going to get, it's not going to end well if I'm known to go to a gym to train MMA multiple times a week, every week somewhere. Do you understand this? I wouldn't get recognized where I go. If I went to a jiu-jitsu gym or an MMA gym, there is literally not a fucking chance someone isn't going to know who, you know what I mean? And then message, you know, he's here at this gym on Twitter. I'm getting cooked if I go to an MMA gym on a regular basis. It's just not going to happen. Sorry. Unfortunately, I've been burdened to never be able to train. Unfortunately, it's just how it is. I know that's how it's going to work. Whoops. Oh, sorry, man. I didn't mean to hold on to that knee bar. I was holding my leg on the ground. The guy's thinking under his breath. That's what you fucking get. You know what I mean? It's going to be horrible, dude. I know how it's going to work. Some guy holding a twister on me too long just paralyzes me for life. Whoops. You know? I could so see that. If Jamal loses the spiral, it's going to be crazy. I know, but it'll be fun. So we'll see. No chat. Buy Lucas Tracy's cookbook instead. Buy it. Lucas Tracy's cookbook. Use code FOOD. Mixed Molly Whoppery impression, please. At a time. when he wasn't even in the top fucking 5. Doesn't mean you can't do private sessions. Private jiu-jitsu sessions may as well be dating. Sorry. I'm not inviting a man over my house on a regular basis to grapple with me in our pajamas. That is just not going to happen and will not be seen happening and won't happen in my life. Sorry, brother. It is. It just is. You know what I mean? When's the fight with Schmitty? I don't know. I push Guru and he tumbles down the stairs, breaking his neck, laying there paralyzed while I just stare at him. All right. Thank you for the 24 months of membership, dude. Appreciate you, man. Did anyone see how hard Bisping was clutching the mic when interviewing Cap? Dude, he was ready to snatch it away at any point when Manel Cap was ready to say what he was going to say, dude. Thank you for the $5. He was ready to snatch that away. Would women's MMA be better if it were middleweight, like heavyweight and heavyweight? No. Thank you for the $2. Did you watch the ESPN MMA of Dana White and Shannon Sharp? Glaze? I don't know. Ilya versus Islam. Who would you pick? Just Ilya Tapuria for the banter. You know what, chat? You know how the Green Goblin's mask speaks to him? I've got that in my head about picking Armand Sarukian to beat Makhachev, you know? I was watching back the Poirier fight, and I was remembering back the first Volkanovski fight, and I'm thinking to myself, it's like speaking to me in my head as like an evil thought that keeps creeping in, like, do it, pick Armand. You can justify this. I kind of am leaning in a way. I'm worried because I may end up picking Armand Sarukian now. We'll see what happens. Because Armand, yes or no, chat, fucking was like picking apart Oliveira on the feet in a way that Poirier wasn't. I know Oliveira had moments, but overall, like Armand was like sticking him with a jab and cracking him to the body here and there into the legs. Like he didn't get like bullied on the feet the way other lightweights have against Oliveira as much. If you watch back that fight, even though Oliveira had moments where he nearly subbed him and things like that and had big moments, Armand was doing his thing against Oliveira. He looked really good. Even though I trashed him and called him a gnome and said Shaolin Showdown was sick. It really was. Prediction on who Dustin's last opponent will be. You know what? No one likes this take. I bet you anything it's Pimlet. Bet you anything it's Pimlet on a pay-per-view. No one likes that take, but I don't see what else there is for him right now. I don't see them doing the Gaethje trilogy. I think they're going to give Gaethje and Poirier both individual matchups. I don't see the Charles Oliveira rematch, and I don't know any other name at lightweight that would make sense for him to fight. So not a Holloway trilogy. He's already up 2-0. I genuinely think he just takes a huge fight against Pimlet and maybe continues after that. He might have 2 more. You never know. But I could see the Pimlet thing happening. Or they surprise us with like a fucking McGregor quadrilogy as a final payday. What's